Pastel Space Drawing with Mr. G. Today we are going to be modeling our artwork after an amazing artist, Akiana Kramarik. She does some really great paintings. The ones that we're going to be modeling after are kind of her space paintings, her creation paintings. This is Jesus. It's called Jesus the Missing Years, when he's kind of a younger person. So the most important part about pastels is learning how to blend them. Once you get that, it's just an amazing experience to watch how they work together. So I'm going to put down some red, I'm going to put down some orange, I'm going to put down colors that are near to each other. So in this case, we're going to be doing what they call warm colors. Red and orange and a yellow. I think I even have another yellow here too. That's nice and bright. And those will mix together really well. When you get colors that are kind of close together. And I'm going to end off our little gradient spectrum with some white to make it really bright. And so we got white, yellow, kind of a light orange, and an orange and a red. So now I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to kind of go up and down and then just move slowly over. And as you can see, it starts to blend it almost seamlessly. So it's like working with paint, but it's a little bit, sometimes I think it's even a little bit easier. So that's how you do the gradient blend. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our stencils. You can pick whichever one you want to, because we're going to start with a planet. Just something simple. And we're going to put our stencil down. And if you have a hard time holding your stencil, you can use some of the masking tape that we've got here. If you need help with that, just ask one of us. I'm going to choose some of the same colors, I think, just to give you the idea that it works within a planet or within a circle stencil as well. So I'm going to pretend that my light is coming from the right side right now. When you're in space, light can come from anywhere. So really, it doesn't really matter too much. You just kind of make your own choice on where you want that to be. If you remember, when we did spheres last year, we did something similar. We did it with pencil. Some of the youngers did it with, we did pastel actually. So you can see the lighter colors on the right side. So that means the light is coming from that right side there. I'm going to making it basically from the right top angle is where the light is coming from. So the shadow side would be on the left. That's where the red is. And I'm going to put this white up here because that's going to show you that the light is coming from the right top. I'm going to take my finger. This time I'll probably I'm blending it around a little bit in little tiny circles. And you can kind of do it how you'd like to, but it works the best if you move slowly and then just blend slowly. And then you can kind of run your finger along the edge, and then we can see what it looks like. And we have a planet. And I think that's pretty easy to do. You don't have to do this with so many colors. You can actually use it with only one or two colors. You can also use a paintbrush like I just did there to brush away some of your stuff or just make kind of a neat effect. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. We have two colors. This one I'm only doing one color with. Watch what happens when we do that. We still have kind of a shadow on the left side there. And then, of course, if we're in space, we got to put down some stars. So you can do that like this. You can add a little bit bigger stars if you wanted to. That's up to you. Now we're going to kind of simulate a nebula. Look at these beautiful pictures from the James Webb Telescope. Just amazing, amazing pictures of creation. It's just awesome. So what I like to do is use the side of my pastel. I'm just going to make some kind of a cloud-looking thing that's going to go in any direction. You can do this whatever direction you want it to be. Yours does not have to look like mine at all. You can use whatever colors you want because there's all sorts of colors out in space. I'm going to choose blue, so I'm going to choose a lighter blue to go along with that just because I know that they blend really well together. And again, I'm using the side of my chalk this time, and it puts down color a lot quicker. This time I'm going to be putting down some white, not using the side this time because it's going to be a thinner line. And guess what I'm going to do next? I am going to blend. So I'll take my finger once again and then just smooth out the blue part. And then I'm going to kind of move over slowly and blend in the next blue part. So almost kind of like a rainbow in space too, I guess. Get that white in there. And we have a nebula. Of course, I'm going to add some stars in there later if we want to. But it's just so neat how those things go. We're going to try some overlapping. If you have time to do this, what we need to do is grab like a Kleenex or even a big brush. If you have one at home, you can do that. You can use an eraser. So just get it all cleaned out, just like that. And we're just going to fill that in. And you have an overlapped planet over the nebula. We're going to do an advanced technique for those who wish to do it out there. This one's kind of cool. You can take the inverse of the stencil, that means the cutout circle, and just put it anywhere. It's might be kind of cool to put it overlap it on something else. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the pastel, and we're just going to kind of almost like you were making the sun. You know, just spraying out light. I like to do this with yellow. You can do it with whatever color you want to. I think I'm even going to add a couple of colors too, just to show differences in blending. So put some white in there, maybe some orange or red. Nice little orange. And then keep holding on to the circle, and then just push outward. All the way around, just push outward. You could try this with different shapes too, just for fun. What we're doing is we're just learning how pastels work with each other, how they blend together. You can see like the nebula that we made. You could use that for making clouds in a cloudy sky. It would work really well that way too. And you just take this part off and you got, I don't even know what to call that, but I think it's pretty cool. So, and one last little thing, you don't have to do this either, but I just noticed that I would love to have kind of a nice crisp edge onto that part of a nebula there. And then just blend it in just a little bit with my finger. Again, these are all just ideas that you can try. These are things that you don't have to do, but it would be fun to experiment with them. The cool thing about space is there's just so many different aspects of it that you can't be right or wrong about it, really. There's a couple of examples of some ones that I tried out just to see. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you guys have fun.